Hello everyone, Rambles here, and welcome back to World of Warcraft Classic Era Hardcore and our Troll Hunters leveling campaign. Thank you guys for clicking on the video and joining me in Azeroth today. Last time we had kind of an abrupt stop to the episode. And now we are picking things up. We completed the Rite of Vision. We will take the follow-up. That wants us to drink a potion here. Let's go ahead and induce a vision. That's a good way to start things off today. This will spawn a spirit wolf. We don't have to follow the spirit wolf because Questy's going to tell us where to go. But you know, back in the day you had to follow the wolf. There we go. There goes our Plains vision. We are going to ignore that for the time being. Let's go ahead and empty out our inventory. And then I want to go finish up with the Pale-Mane Tanners. We still need 2 more of these guys. Couldn't manage to get them down before I ran out of time last episode.
Well met.
Well, that was not great. The worst thing is we aggroed the named guy with that. There's a rare spawn here that doesn't seem to be so rare. We've seen him twice now. And I wouldn't mind killing him again. I just don't want to kill him like that. We'd have to see if there was a way for us to pull him on his own. Which there might be. And it probably starts with clearing out this area. Thankfully, we seem to have a lot of nature resist. Their lightning spell is just not doing a lot of damage to us. We picked up a second potion there, that's going to be helpful. Am I going to be able to get this guy on his own, or is he always going to come with an ad? Let's mana up. This guy does have a really cool polearm, which makes sense. His name is Snaggle Spear, so yeah, he has a spear, and it's really cool, actually. It's too bad he has no chance to drop it. Alright, we did finish our quest objective. I would like to sneak in here and grab that chest. And then we will probably head back to town, although we might circle wide. We need to find a bunch of trophy swoop quills. I think we're going to get other quests to get other animal parts, though. If I remember correctly. Very nice. That was another potion, and we have some ore back here, it looks like. Wow. Picking up more healing pots than we could conceivably use. I don't really know what it is about the chest here, but it's like a rapid spawn chest. It's tutorial chest, and they want to make sure it appears for every single player who happens to walk by. But what happens instead is, like, I often get to loot it multiple times. If you stood here, you could probably just loot a pile of potions. Don't really think we need more than one stack of 5 at any time, though. Alright, we need to find where all of the birds are at. And we need a cougar femur. If I look at the map, it looks like we want to head to the east of Bloodhoof Village. Let's just go back and we'll turn this one in and we'll see if this one chains into anything else. We are really close to level 10. Part of me just wants to grind it out. Let's go look for the birds, and we'll just kind of fight everything in that area until we hit level 10. I really would like to get a pet. It's going to make our journey here a lot smoother and let us have a bit more momentum from fight to fight. Let us tackle a little bit more. Kind of feel like the further we go to the east, the higher level stuff gets, and I'm not really looking to fight much higher level than level 7. See, we got really lucky with the Prairie Heart, the Planestrider Scale, and the Swoop Gizzard, but we are not getting lucky with the Cougar Femur. You know, come to think of it, it usually is the Cougar Femur that's the hardest one to get, at least in my experience. There we go. All I had to do was talk about it. And look at that. Another bag. Of course, it would be the character that can't equip another bag that would keep finding bags. That's okay. We'll swap out the brown one for the green one, and that'll look pretty, kind of like a Christmas motif going on there with our bags. And that's it. I mean, we can keep collecting 6-slot bags till the cows come home, but it's not going to help us anymore. While we are up here, maybe we can go investigate the caravan. I was kind of hoping we'd find some swoops up this way, but it doesn't look like it. They're kind of scarce. Alright, that is level 10. We're going to go try to find this guy to turn in this quest. He's going to have a follow-up, and then we're going to head back to town. And we're going to hope that the hunter trainer has a hunter quest for us, and that we can quickly get our pet. I know we have to do a few rounds of, I guess you would call, practice pet training. So we're not quite out of the woods yet. But we're getting there. we could look at our talent trees. I think we're going to go into Beast Mastery. While Aspect of the Hawk is active, all normal range attacks have a 1% chance of increasing range attack speed by 30% for 12 seconds. Seems good. Increasing the health of our pets is like a no-brainer, basically, though. I think we're going to pump health into our pets first. And then we'll think about what we want to do after that. So this guy has a chance of being out this way. Yeah, there he is. We got lucky with that one. And now we have to catch him.
How may I aid you? Farewell, ancestors once. Goodbye.
I don't really know if I'll spend too long in Mulgore. I don't know if we're going to do everything in Mulgore. The biggest reason I say that is because I think our mining opportunities here are going to be pretty limited compared to Durotar and the Barrens. And I would almost rather do some grinding in a place, even if we don't have a lot of other quests to do in Durotar. It'd be nice to grind somewhere where we have a chance to get some minerals. Because I really, really want to get engineering going. I feel like it's going to be crucial to our success as a hunter. And I just don't think the opportunities are going to be bountiful in Mulgore. I think for Mulgore, if we were doing herbalism and alchemy, this might be a great place to spend a bunch of time. But we might just spend a little bit of time here, get another level, and then I want to head back. We still have a bunch of stuff to do in Durotar. I don't really want this stuff to get out of level, because I'd rather, like I said, I'd rather do more grinding there than to do it over here in Mulgore. We are going to train guns and hopefully any other weapons we might need. We might have to train I don't know if we can equip one-handed maces now that I think about it. I think we can do one-handed swords, one-handed axes, and daggers, and staffs. So maybe we'll have to learn staffs here.
What brings you here?
We'll take the mail to sell it, I think. Because we are going to need as much coin as we can get soon. Now, the hunter trainer does not have a quest for us. There's a quest in Thunderbluff, but I think it sends us back to Razor Hill. Yeah, I think we have to go back to Razor Hill for this. Okay. I mean, that's not the end of the world. That's not the end of the world. Let's sell everything. I want to kind of take stock of how much money we have. Yeah, we're not going to have quite as much as I would want. Yeah, 22. 22 is going to be close.
Walk with the earth, mother.
It's going to be really close. And then as far as skills, like what are we going to have to spend on skills?
Greetings.
We have to get Aspect of the Hawk. Serpent Sting rank 2. Track humanoids I don't care about. I'm gonna grab Serpent Sting rank 2.
Be careful.
And obviously we're gonna be using a lot of Aspect of the Hawk once we have a pet. But yeah, I mean, we need like 20 silver basically to learn 2 weapons. If we want to walk out of here with 2 weapons, we need 20 silver, just about. We'll head to Thunderbluff because we're going to have to fly back to Razor Hill anyway, apparently to start our hunting chain. But we'll fight stuff on the way. So we have to at least train guns, but if we need staffs, I would like to grab staffs. Yeah, all we have is axes and bows right now, so we start with basically nothing. Alright, that's bad. I was trying to kite this Strider and I ran right into a level 7 Cougar. What do we want to do about this? We could probably just melee him down. Assuming we can kill the level 9 Plane Strider. Which is proving rather difficult. Okay. Yeah, this is not a great situation. Especially since our main hand axe only has 2 damage per second on it. I'm gonna pop a potion just to be safe. We should do this event quest to kill these undead guys. Should be a guy near the lift that has the quest. I find it interesting too. The only zone that got its ambience ruined by the necropolis was Elwyn Forest. I wish someone could explain that to me. All of the Horde side zones, their ambience is untouched. We still have sun. We still have blue skies. We still have normal music. But in Elwyn, it's cloudy, there's thunder noises, there's ominous tones, and just like the perpetual cloud cover is the worst part. It spoils the entire ambience of what is otherwise one of the best starting zones in the game. And it seems to go on forever after Nax goes live. It just seems like the necropolises never go away. I'm glad that they left the Horde side zones, Duratar and Mulgore at least untouched. Same thing with Dunmorrow. Dunmorrow does not seem very affected by the... It's only Elwyn Forest, really. Which is incredibly strange. I thought there would be a guy... Oh, there they are. They're just not being tracked by Questy at all. Interesting.
Need help?
Collect 3 dim necrotic stones and investigate the glowing rune. Okay. Oh, they're level 10. Just because of the density of these guys and the level 9s and level 10s, this is not really an easy quest for us to be doing right now. I'm already pretty committed to it, so I'm going to try to finish it. It's just going to take a little bit more time than I thought it was going to. And ideally, we would have done this with a pet. We aggroed 2, and we're not going to be able to fight 2. We could probably kite 1. And then we're going to have to run from the other. Not really sure what that's going to look like. It might look like using some really sticky glue if they don't back off us. I'm going to pop our potion here. And we'll just try to lose them. Oh, there we go. If these guys start respawning before I can make my way to that circle, we're just going to come back and do it later, or we'll just do the quest somewhere else. We might not have the kill rate necessary to actually do this one. It's going to be really impossible to pull just one here. You know what? I'm not going to bother with this right now, guys. Ooh, this just seems like a trap to get me killed, or to waste my time. We're going to move on. Sorry about that. Just intuition. I think we should move on. That's a quest we really need a pet to do properly. Pretty sure the weapon master is right up front. Let's vendor some stuff. Yeah, we're not where we need to be. We're only going to be able to buy one of our weapons here. I think we're going to have to do guns.
What brings you here?
You see, we need guns and staves. And I don't think there's any way we make it to staves. I'd have to sell everything, and I think, like, even if I sell everything, it's still not really guaranteed. Maybe we can do some smelting and some engineering, and... Oh, we don't really have a lot to smelt, however. That'll get us to mining level 30. We can do some more blasting powder, see if we can get this to turn yellow. I really want to wait till this is yellow to really do anything else. But that might have to wait until we've done some more mining. Oh, there we go. That's not... I still feel like there's some guaranteed skill ups in here. Maybe we should still be waiting. I think I'm just gonna leave it. And we'll come back. You know, we have the flight point now. So we can come back whenever we want to train staffs. The important thing is, as soon as we can equip a gun, we're going to, and then we can craft some of our own ammo, and we'll be doing slightly more damage with the craftable ammo with engineering. Alright, we're going to jump on a flight to Orgrimmar and then make the run down to Razor Hill.
Goodbye.
I am going to grab this goblin's quest. We're probably not going to do this or focus on it right now, but it will be nice to have for later.
Hey, how you doing?
And we might see a couple of bags on the way through here. Maybe not. Maybe we have to go into specific areas.
Speak, friend.
Alright, so the first thing we have to do is use the taming rod to tame a dire mottled boar.
For the Horde.
There will be 3 different animals we have to tame to prove our skills before we can tame a permanent pet. So, we need to pull this out to the bar. I need like... Oh, here we go. Now I need pet attack, cast, hunter's mark. Alright, let's...
Go forth to victory. Be safe.
Now we're going to tame a surf crawler.
Never dull.
Okay, surf crawlers, obviously they can be found by Senjin Village. Maybe we can find them over by the water, by the keep over here. Maybe we don't have to go all the way down here. It says that we do. I just don't know. Maybe we can find some off the coast here, maybe we can't. I feel like it's worth checking out. Could save us a bit of a run. See if our macro works. Yes, yes it does. And we have somebody else out here collecting mining nodes. It's brutal. So we got pygmy surf crawlers. I don't know if this is what it wants. Yeah. I don't think it wants the pygmies. Invalid target. We're gonna have to head all the way down to Senjin Village, unfortunately. Alright, if we're gonna have to do all that, I want to set my Hearthstone back in Razor Hill first. That would make the next part of the quest go a little bit more smoothly. As opposed to then having to run all the way back.
Strength. What do you need?
I was thinking it might be a good time to buy some milk. But no. We're still broke. Let's just buy a little bit more water for now.
May your blades never dull.
Our pet is in combat. Looks like he's got it handled. I think we have to tag the enemy though to get any kind of credit for it. It's like you can't just let your pet do everything. You have to kind of do some fighting yourself. I saw a mineral node over here, and again, we lost it. Oh wait, we didn't lose it. We just weren't close enough. The range at which the minimap detects these nodes, I feel like it's variable. Oh no. Oh, we lost our pet. Oh, you know what? It must be like on a timer. I think we only have these practice pets for like a few minutes, maybe even like 5 or 6 minutes each. In that case, let's just get ourselves down to the coast and we will focus on taming our next pet. I think after this we have one more to do. I'm kind of hoping it's a scorpion that we're sent after because there are scorpions pretty close to Razor Hill. I have to divert for ore though. If there's ore, I absolutely have to divert for it, even if I don't have a pet right now. Oh, so the surf crawlers we need, they're not even the ones right here on the coast. We have to go out to the Echo Isles for this one. Alright, there we go. Let's hope that he survives the Hearthstone back. I'm actually kind of worried that Hearthing back will abandon him. 15 minutes is how long they remain tamed. I hope he comes with us. If this doesn't work, then I guess we're just back to square one. It doesn't work, guys. Well, you know what? It might have, because we checked the we don't keep the pet, but we kept the credit for taming him. Okay, I'm okay with that. I am okay with that, because now we have to go tame an armored scorpid. Whew, okay, where are we looking for armored scorpids? Armored scorpids look like they're going to be north of us. Let's pull the new taming rod out. That's right, they give you a new rod every branch of the quest. And the old one goes away and it will not work if you've dragged it out to your hotbar. Yeah, I think we can just go north right here. This looks good. There we go. At least the last one here was really convenient. We got some ore over here. Alright, I think this is the last part of the chain, and then we should be able to tame a permanent pet. I'm going to come out and grab one of these level 7 boars. I think I want a boar for my first pet. I want to get it to learn charge. I know we'll want to tame a wolf at some point to learn bite. And then maybe we need to tame a cat. I'm going to try to experiment with different types of pets. I know in Season of Discovery, poisons from like scorpions and spiders were really powerful, so maybe we'll have a spider pet at some point. Much rather have a nice furry spider than a scorpion. Scorpions are not really my thing.
What do you need? May your blades never dull. Go forth.
We gotta speak with the guy in Orgrimmar to finish this up. Okay, I should have assumed that we'd ultimately have to go back and talk to our pet trainer guy, learn about the pet training aspects. So let's go do that. On the run here, we can pull some of our beast taming stuff out. We got a call pet ability, we've got dismiss pet, and we got our permanent tame beast. This is going to be so much more enjoyable and so much smoother with a pet. It's obvious, right? But it still feels really good. It's like we can finally do all of the DPS our class is meant to do. Kind of like on a rogue where you start off with the one-hander, eventually you can dual wield. Not as bad as the druid where you start off only being able to spam wrath and eventually you get bear form, but this is like it's a huge DPS increase. But, you know, level 10 takes a few hours in classic era. And combat does get a little bit difficult unless you're purposely fighting lower level mobs. And there we go. Our buddy served his usefulness and now he's gone. Let's stop and do a little bit of blacksmithing, not blacksmithing, but smelting and engineering. Can we do all that stuff at the machine shop? Do we have a forge here? It doesn't really look like we have much of anything we need. I could probably make the blasting powder, see how many skill ups we get out of that. But if I want to smelt, I'd have to find a forge. We're getting a lot of skill ups out of the rough blasting powder. I'm glad that I've held off on making anything else. There we go. Now it's green. We'll make the rest of it, and now I feel like I can start getting into some other things. Okay, I think we just go into some crafted light shop. With the hope that soon here we'll be able to craft a gun of some kind, I guess. Okay, crafted light shot requires copper bars and blasting powder. The dynamite requires linen. I'm gonna want the linen for first aid. So let's just make a lot of the bullets. And then we'll see what we can learn from the engineer trainer. I will probably put some of this in my bank. Maybe I'll even put most of it in my bank. I don't think we can vendor it at all. Some of it I might just have to drop on the ground right now. But we seem to be making a lot of it, so should be okay. Alright, so with that, what kind of stuff can we learn? Copper bolts and rough copper bomb. Okay. Scopes, boomstick. I need skill level 50 to make our first gun. I feel like, I mean, that has to be a priority. 50. And we're not there yet, right? We're just not there yet. If we can smelt, we can make some handfuls of copper bolts. That might get us closer. If we can smelt up some more copper, let's see if we can find a forge. Nothing in here. This'll work. Requires a blacksmith's hammer. Oh, I didn't know we were gonna need a blacksmith's hammer. I don't even know. Where am I gonna have to go to get a blacksmith's hammer? Probably the blacksmith shop, which, if I'm really unlucky, is not gonna be anywhere around here. Okay, it's just farther back. Can the engineering guy not sell me a blacksmith hammer?
Oh, do I have a deal for you?
He absolutely can.
Man, I could help.
Requires an anvil. Okay guys, I mean this is getting a little preposterous. It'd be really nice if an anvil, like it normally would be right next to the place where you heat up the metal. Because, you know, when you're working any kind of metal, you need an anvil of some kind. You cannot simply heat up the metal in the forge and then magically twist it into shape with your hands. Except, you know, it's Azeroth, so maybe we can, oh, let's use these giant anvils that would all be way too big for anybody. At least we can see them from a long way off. I guess I could just work back here and then I would have a forge and an anvil and everything I need. Lesson learned. Okay, we're gonna try to get to 50. And then we'll see. I don't know if we'll have mats left over to actually make the gun. That's gonna be the tricky part. One more skill up. Okay. We need a copper tube. And a wooden stock. Copper tube. Weak flux.
Potential customer. Remain.
And then I think I needed a wood stock.
What's up?
A wood stock. We are broke, so that's good. Very nice. Very nice. So we are going from 7 top end to 13 top end. We are going from 2.4 DPS to 4.1 DPS on the gun. That is absolutely brilliant. Let's do this. Let's do this. Now, the problem is... Well, there are problems. First problem. There we go. Yeah, so there are problems, right? The problem is we have a quiver, not an ammo pouch. That is a huge problem that I don't really know how to solve. Maybe some of you guys have some ideas on how we can resolve that issue. The good thing is, like, in the meantime, we're not going to be able to hold on to all of our ammo. We're going to have to, like, take out a few stacks at a time. And then I guess the upshot of that is that maybe we can craft our own stuff on the fly. We don't have to be near any special equipment to do that. So that's going to be the saving grace right now of simply not having a pouch. And I don't know how to get a pouch. I know some quests give pouches. There's one in Duskwood. I don't know any on the Horde side. But maybe we'll have to check a general goods vendor or something like that. If you guys have any ideas on where I could find an ammo pouch, let me know in the comments. And keep in mind we're on solo self-found, so we can't use the auction house or anything like that.
What do you need? For the Horde. Strength.
Alright, we got Feed Pet, we got Revive Pet, we have the rest of the tools that we need to make sure our pet is happy and healthy. And with that, guys, I am out of time for today. Next time we will tame our boar pet, probably just be one of the boars right outside of Orgrimmar. And then we will get back into the Durotar questing. Thank you guys very much for hanging out with me. I really appreciate it. If you're digging the series, leaving a like on the video, hyping the video, all that stuff really helps out a lot with the algorithm, and I appreciate those that do. Until next time, take care of yourself out there in the real world and take care of each other, and we will see you back in Azeroth again very soon. Bye for now.